and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you, I think it's the 11th to the 18th. And you've got quite a combination of cards here, Leo, okay? Two tens, an ace. Bottom of the deck is the Death card, but the crowning card is the Ten of Cups. So I'm getting this is about transformation, but I don't think it's, sometimes cards have got multiple meanings and it's all depending on the circumstances. This is about really healthy and quite happy change. Ten of Cups and the new life is the crowning card. I find that incredibly exciting. And you've got an Ace of Wands. So the aces are always about new life, new potentials. Love it. So new life is about new beginning. That's just all it means, okay? So we don't get this new life, Leo, until we let go of the old one, okay? It's just like any process in nature. The universe has specific rules and specific patterns. And as we let go of one identity, we automatically get this new one, okay? So I'm having a look at the cards, and there's nothing that's sticking out as to what's been let go of, okay? I'll see if anything comes up, but there's definitely a theme of soul evolution. The Death card is soul evolution, okay? It's just these times in our life when it's time to grow in a new direction. The crowning card is the Ten of Cups. So I think it's really safe to say, Leo, that I really, really like this new direction. The tens are all about unity. They're about sharing yourself with others, the completion of a cycle. And you've got two tens. So this Ten of Cups is traditionally called the happy home, the happy ever after card. That can mean anything. The world's moved on too much now for us to narrow down a card like that anymore. But it's about being quite emotionally overflowing, that you've got plenty to share, okay? So this is the crowning energy. Some of you might be getting a new home, a new family, a new baby, a new job. Something is ending, so something new can begin. You start with the beautiful Judgment card, okay? I mean, I love all the cards, but for some reason at the moment, this has been my favourite for quite a long time, because this is about, that beautiful feeling of regeneration, coming back to life again. So maybe some Leos have had maybe some disappointment, some feelings of, oh my gosh, this is hopeless, it's all lost. This is about spring, and it's about being born again. But how I define this card, because we can talk about a card for days, or we can talk about its essential energy, and it's the essential energy of thank you. Thank you for what you're about to receive, or thank you, just thank you. That's how I read this card. And when I pull it, I just work on thanks for all the blessings I do have, however small. It's about gratitude and happiness, because it's with the Ace of Wands, which is about passion, aliveness. This is a new beginning. The aces are gifts. Sometimes they're unearned gifts that we have this new sense of passion and aliveness. And maybe, Leo, it came after a difficult process. And this is the energy of new life, because this is new life. So is this, and so is this. Okay, so the message is pretty clear. You then pull quite an interesting combination of cards here. And maybe this is where the death and the new life is coming from. You got the Queen of Swords, so she can be an air sign person. Oh, she's coming across as quite an interesting way of being in relationships, Leo, at the moment. Because the Queen of Swords beckons us, but at the same time, she can reject us. It can be about sometimes not being fully able to let someone into your life, okay? Now, we can't ever judge ourselves because we get the Queen of Swords for a really good reason. And sometimes we do feel that need to protect and keep our vulnerable hearts safe. But she's mostly coming across as a way of being at the moment in relationships where you're beckoning in one hand you're beckoning, in the other hand you're keeping at a distance, Leo. And I think there's people watching who know exactly what I mean. Because it comes with the King of Cups, Knight of Cups, sorry. This is news coming your way emotionally. Tends to bring really good news. Never seen this as a difficult card. Sometimes it's more challenging is it can offer more than it ever really materializes. You know, sometimes it can appear this way, but this is good news coming your way, which would be related with that Ten of Cups. But Leo, you have got both these cards, which that's how I'm feeling this relationship dynamic of the Queen of... Listen, I love the Queen of Swords. We can't judge ourselves, Leo, okay? Sometimes we need to withdraw for a really, really good reason. And it's only our soul that knows that reason. But quite an interesting dynamic here. And this is what I seem to be picking up, Leo, for some reason for you. There's some relationship stuff going on. There's definitely activity and news around you. But with it is coming the energy of retreat and withdrawal, okay? But the irony continues, because it's with the Three of Discs, which is the card of cooperation, yeah? Raising others up, yeah? It's an unhealthy system is a system which brings each other down, okay? You know, a healthy system raises us all up. It encourages self-esteem, self-value. So I don't know, you're having a funny reading, Leo. I seem to be reading the cards very differently for you. This Three of Discs, ultimate meaning, it can be about cooperation, working with others on a shared goal, okay? It can also be about working with others on the level of their self-esteem. As I said, because you've got a bit of an emotional reading, some of yous might be starting to help other people, be a guide for others, which is helping them with their personal value, that sort of thing. But there seems to be a little bit of a paradox between this Ten of Cups, this Knight of Cups, with your need to be a little bit on your own, yeah, in your own soul, in solitude. But for some reason, I'm getting no negative around it. You end with the Ten of Swords and the Temperance card. Now, don't ever be afraid of this card, okay? It shows quite an awful image. The tens are all completions of something. And when I pull this card, it tends to represent for me, it's the past is over, Leo, essentially, okay? The past is over. There's a new life here now. But sometimes it takes us a while to catch up with that because events live on within our memory, okay, within our cellular level. It takes a lot of times to work out, especially if people have wounded us or hurt us. At this Ten of Swords is almost saying there's a new life here now, and it's maybe time to fly. It's maybe time to let go and to trust and have faith. Because I'm getting a little bit of a polarity between you being in relationship and sharing, and your need to be separate. It's okay though, Leo. I promise you it's okay. If it helps, I'm your opposite sign, and I'm really challenged with this card at the moment. It's like, oh, come in, and then it's no, go away. I can't. It's really, really challenging, but it's not a bad card. It's because there's another need going on within you, okay? But I'm getting a message that the past is now over, and you might have to fly free and trust that the new life will be okay, because it's with the Temperance card, which is connecting your mind with your heart. Yeah, which when we connect our mind and our hearts, we're always safe, Leo, because we know that we'll know the nature of something, so we can learn to trust our guts. We can learn to trust that I call this card spiritualizing the emotions, which simply means learning to trust your intuition, your heart, that the universe is guiding you to exactly the right place, and this whole divine plan is somehow looked after. I know it's so hard to see it sometimes, okay? That's probably what the Ten of Swords has been. It's like we get backstabbed or betrayed, so we carry a memory, and the memory can keep us sometimes not fully engaging with what life wants to bring us. Really quite a powerful and really quite beautiful reading, Leo. It's very interesting. I really sort of get what's going on for you for some reason. Okay, loads of love, Leo. Bye.